ignore globally. The file that's going to be used for specifying what needs to be ignored by Git during the commit processes, this file won't be tracked since it's not in the project which has a repository. And this file and this process is user specific. And for most circumstances, this is a bad idea if other people are going to be working on the same project I'm working on, because I may be diligent and configure my system to ignore certain things related to my repository, but the other people working on the project may not realize the importance of doing the same thing. The location of a user's global ignore file is set in the user's Git configuration file. And remember, we talked about this in another video. We modify that configuration file using a command rather than directly modifying it. That file I'm talking about is the .git config file right here. So in order to specify the location and the name of the configuration of the global ignore file, use the command, this command. It's git config -- global core dot excludes file space and then the path and name of the file, which will be used to store the things that you will use to specify which files are to be ignored by Git during a commit. And there's no need for me to take care of this because I took care of it earlier, and you can watch that in another video, a previous video. Also, I do have a .global ignore. Okay, I'll show you where my file is. Okay, I'll show you all of this stuff. Okay, ll. Here's my .config, git config, and here's my .global ignore. So my global ignore is called .global_ignore, and I had issued that command that I just mentioned in a previous video, so I'm not going to do it again, and I don't have it in my history. I can't pull it up right now, but I'll show you the configuration file. It's right here under core. It's this line here, specifies what my global excludes file is.